And so, yes, this book popped up on my timeline, The Rainbow Fish, and I saw Memetic Sisyphus. I follow Memetic from a while ago, and he said, a deeply evil book from Marcus Pfister. All right, I don't know what this book is about, or I didn't know what this book was about until I found out. You know, like that meme, those who know, those who don't know, or vice versa. I didn't know, then I find out. And thanks to Memetic for having a very brief summary of what this book is about and why this is kind of things that children should not be reading. And I don't understand how this book is so old. It was released in 1992. And this book is about, yes, the plot for those who don't know is there was once this beautiful fish with amazing scales. Everyone was amazed with her. Then one day, a small fish asked for one of the scales. Since you have so many, the rainbow fish says, what? No, that's crazy. The small fish tells all the other fish that they decide to ostracize the rainbow fish from fish society. The rainbow fish seeks advice from a demon, an octopus in a dark, deep cave. The demon, the octopus, tells the fish she should rip off her shiny scales and give them to the other fish. The rainbow fish does what the demon suggests, and all the other fish wear the ripped off scales on top of their arm. They let her play with them again. I'm going to jump directly to the meme that I have prepared at the end of this. Effing commie mofos. I mean, there's the only explanation I have to this. This can only come from the mind of a commie. And they want to inject onto people. And this was in 1992. 1992. Rainbow Fish literally says, cut off pieces of your body and give them to other people to feel better about yourself. And it preaches the delusion communist nonsense to kids. Yeah, it's like that. You see, literally, you see one of the pages is the rainbow fish with her beautiful scales. He goes to the octopus. Oh, that octopus looks familiar. That octopus looks familiar. I've seen that octopus somewhere. I think that somebody made a comment that that octopus reminded them of somebody. It doesn't look like a regular octopus. It looks like a beard. And that's why it reminded them, Orca Borg. Am I tripping, or the octopus tentacles look like a beard? Yeah, this is on point. That octopus is Marxist. The octopus said, give away your shining scales. You won't be as beautiful, but you will have friends. I can't do that, cried the rainbow fish. Yeah, he was fighting this communist stuff. And what? Who would, in their right mind, yeah, a commie, of course, a communist, because there are people like this. American Misty, the moral of the story is that all the other fish are right to be envious, and the pretty fish has a moral obligation to give into peer pressure and redistribute. I don't know how to say that. Let me see. Redistribute the means of production, his beauty by ripping his own scales off. The other fish are never told they are wrong to be envious. So that is the moral of this story. What is this? What is this? Mr. Grimm, the rainbow fish skinned itself alive for others that only wanted to consume it. It's not enough that it can be admired for its beauty, it must be destroyed and ripped apart for some kind of sick notion of equality that depends on its demise and the complete erasure of what made the rainbow fish special in the first place. And yes, this is the guy who wrote this, and the guy is Swiss. Yeah, has oh my God, had to be European. Marcus Pfister. I remember that there's a tweet that Joshua Lysak posts every now and then. It's like, since you have so much money, you should give some money to us. And so many people, I would argue that almost half of the population thinks like this. You have so much, you should give it to people. You should give it to people. Why? Why? Okay, I can understand that there can be charity and people can be charitable and you can give your 10%, but it's not like something that is imposed. And we know that the government wants way more than 10% from you. It wants around 30 to 40%. To what? To give to the other people who have not built anything like you, who have not created anything that like you, who have not worked their asses off like you have done. Yes, people can be sometimes have bad streak. I have been in a bad streak, but I have pulled myself from that bad streak, and I don't like people who are always, oh yeah, we want this freebies and all that stuff. And I saw there's a meme as well from Red Brown. See, even in second grade, why it doesn't change? It's not responding. My software is not responding. Why? Should be changing. Is the communists? The communists are trying to hijack. Communists are hijacking my live stream right now. I was about to. I want to change to. Where's that? Why can't I change? Yeah, it's not working. I'm trying to change. Okay, now it's working. The communists are trying to hijack my show. Even in second grade, that book smelled wrong. I hated that book. Communist detected, engaged defense protocol, and this meme is everything. Teacher, did you bring enough for the whole class? 8-year-old me, communist detected on American soil, lethal for engage. I hated that so much. I hated that so much back in Venezuela, in elementary school. Oh, you have to share with your friends. Oh, you have to share. I had no problem of sharing. Even gifting some things that I didn't use anymore. Even I remember that I got, when I got my Nintendo, I had an old console, a video game console, and I just gave away my old video games to my friends. Since I had no problem, they didn't have these video games, I gave that to him. But that was on me. I was not forced to do it. But the whole, you have to share what you have. No. I want to do this on my terms. And we know that these people are not going to wait until you do it on your terms. They're going to take it away from you. They're going to take that away from you. And tell me if you're aligned with this or not. Yeah, I had a Nintendo. I had the original Nintendo, and I had no use for the previous console. And I said, I'm not gonna sell this. I'm not gonna play these games anymore. I just gave them away because why not? I was like that. But I would love to know what do you think about this? If you have read this book, if you have seen this book in the wild, still in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Bard Language Guy. Much love and bliss.